Okay, I'm out here disking up some corn stalks today. You can see how just massively heavy these stalks are. And did a video way back this winter of a 235 disc. Actually, it's kind of a tour video or shed. Showed a few things. And bought this disc this winter, and it was kind of rough shape. The reason I got it was it's cheap. And it needed a lot of work. So we took it in the shop and we rebuilt a couple gangs on it, and a lot of just hardware. I am an absolute stickler for getting the correct hardware on things, meaning like the bolts going the right way, the cracked nuts. John Deere built these things. They had engineering and research. Everybody says, oh, these older John Deere discs are a total piece of crap. They won't work. They don't disc even. Yeah, they do. A lot of it's settings. It actually does a really nice job. And this disc actually has the Harrow option, factory Harrow option. But the reason we're disking, we don't normally ever disc corn stalks. This is going to go to soybeans. But I have had nothing but trouble with those Yetter residue managers plugging up. I was explaining that in the video yesterday. They just don't have the clearance, and I contacted my John Deere salesman. Yetter has a contract through John Deere. When you buy a John Deere planter, Yetter's going to be the ones you get, even though they may come from John Deere. But anyway, kind of one of those, farm it out type deals where John Deere doesn't build them, so they get Yetter to do it for them. And anyway, they're going to contact Yetter and complain. Those were factory option to that machine. Really like them, how they work for soybean stubble to plant corn. But you get into the plant beans, and you want them up out of the way, and there's just no room for the trash. But this trash is just beyond massively heavy. I have never in my life seen this kind of residue. And we had a couple inches of rain about a week ago, which it's really dry right now. Amazing. Everything was like a sponge and just a big wick. Everything soaked up, and so now I got a problem. So we don't disc. I prefer not to disc. I think it's stupid. I think that makes concrete. But when you got a problem of even cutting the residue, and you got a problem of even getting the seed placed, we got to do something. And our only option here was a disc. I wish I'd had a turbo till to use. I think that'd be a much better option, but I do not have one. And like $10 an acre to rent one, I just don't think we can do that. So we opted to just use the disc. And I'm really glad we took the time to get this little disc rebuilt. We did it right, and it's working great. Just a real nice unit. But there's places I'm having to go over it twice just to chop that stuff up. It's a 19-foot, 11-inch wide disc, and pulling with the this is an 8100. This is 1997 8100, but it does have 8400 injection system in it, and it's at 225 PTO horsepower. There's not a whole lot of difference between a late model 8100 and an 8400. Besides the injection system, the crankcases, depending on your serial number, do hold different capacities. So if you ever want to make an 81 into an 84, you darn near can, or any of the models. But you got to check diligently on which serial number you have to know what your crankcase capacity is. Yeah, the 3-point lift cylinders actually are going to be smaller on an 8100 as well, but who gives a crap? We're not using a 3-point anyway. So in places, I don't need a disc, but so this is a little bit of spot tillage. The other places are just horrible. I mean, you saw it right back there where I was videoing when I first turned the camera on here. And oh my God, those stalks were heavy. The new vlog series of videos, everybody seems to kind of like them. and I don't mind doing them. They're a lot quicker and easier to do than actually setting up and getting a shot of me, which I'm going to try to do that too, but I really need to get a good camera system and a tripod. That's what we used to do a lot of, but those take a lot of time. I need to get some editing program software, but the stocks fade out right here. But the videos these are kind of good videos to make. I get to say what things are on my mind, and then kind of let people know about the state of agriculture. And I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I do get some comments on videos. I've been getting a lot of really nice people commenting, really people I really like, I have a lot in common with. I threw a little comment there yesterday's video about basically the state of America has gone to crap, and actually had a guy comment back, and really nice guy. I'll watch his channel. He's got some good information on there. I think a lot of what he says is very true. Everybody in this country was into agriculture, and everybody did what we did, and they had the way the government's up our ass sideways, I think a lot of people would be voting a lot differently. But voting for Obama's and Hillary Clinton's, that sure as hell isn't going to help us. Not unless we like the EPA out here pushing us around. Yes, this takes more fuel and ends up costing us money to do, this extra process out here, but like I said, we got to do something. This stocks are just astronomical. I think one of the key successes of this disc doing such a good job was the Harrow, and that was probably the worst thing about the disc when I got it, was the Harrow was just absolutely borderline destroyed. And it is a factory option Harrow. Not very many of those discs ever had that factory option. I think it's like a 960 or 980 fuel cooler, don't remember which, but they use the same Harrow, so you can still get parts for them. So we rebuilt that Harrow through and through. I have one wheel bearing on there that's clearly about out, and those are stupid. You can see that one wheel there, that one right there. It quits moving when you pick up. It's obviously tight. These are the stupidest wheel bearings you ever saw in your life. They're a freaking ball bearing. Everybody uses tapered roller bearings, but for some reason John Deere opted to use ball bearings in those, and they were piss poor failure. Cruising about 6 miles an hour, just cutting everything up nicely, and this tractor just plays with it around about 1500 RPM. I think this tractor would probably handle 26-foot disc, somewhere in that area, pretty easy. Obviously, it's not much more width than a 19, but when you start getting into the bigger wings and the bigger folding systems and additional tires, and then they get heavier, they cut better. It's just it doesn't take too much increased size to really double your horsepower requirements. But there's that heavy ass trash, just freaking astronomical. 250 bushel an acre corn crop, it leaves a lot of residue. So there's places there I'm going to have to go over that twice. Not wanting to really get rid of it, but you got to get the beans in the ground, you got to get them placed right. Otherwise you're not going to have a bean crop. When I pick up, I just kind of pick up ever so slightly, and I pick up a little slowly, so I make sure that the disc, that Harrow, I want to make sure that it cleans out properly. And I'm coming back in and just kind of going over some of those real heavy spots, just lightly. But I like the residue. I mean, that's what builds your soil. You want to lightly incorporate things, get your P&K value back out of it. A lot of guys are having the same problem in the area. Driving around the state of Iowa, I've noticed a lot of tillage has been going on. You got cold, wet springs, and that stuff just it's piss poor soil conditions. You need to get everything where your seed depth's proper. You need to get it warmed up. You don't want erosion. You don't want to burn up all your organic material. But it's a balance. run high yield BT corn stalks, and then you didn't do any fall tillage. It's no winter to speak of, besides cold. It's no wonder we have out here what we have out here. And this tractor's just cruising right along. This thing's got about 7,000 hours on it. We can keep it in really good shape. Yeah. It's a real nice tractor. Should run another 7,000 with the care that we give it. And anybody again that watches the videos, they know that we changed out the tires and wheels on this thing this winter. And these 18446s pull pretty nice. They don't have quite the traction the big 710s did, but sure a lot nicer going down the road. Also, 710 7038s are going to be $2,800 a piece, whereas these are probably about $1,600. So you paid about just short of buying two of these for one of those. And where it needed to have a 7 rubber anyway, it was a no-brainer. We got doorways we can't get through, replacement costs. We like the big tires, but hey, these 18446s are good. So if you want to know what I'm talking about there on the tire switch, just go back a handful of videos to this winter when I first kind of started these, and you can see what I'm talking about with all the tire switcheroos. This is an 80-acre farm, and we're up here on the hilltop where the soil's good, so that's why you got the heavier residue. You got bigger, better corn yields. I'd rather be putting beans in the ground than doing this, but I guess we got to do this to get the beans in the ground. So we'll see what I've been doing for the past few hours. Oh yeah, also I put this 8030 series leather wrap steering wheel in here. It's sure soft on your hands. I really enjoy that. Neighbor over there, he's got a, I can zoom in on that or not, but he's got an International Magnum. I had a lot of comments about the International Magnum. Why do you guys get Magnum? I don't know. International, they got a good 4-wheel drive tractor, but those Magnums, they bother me. They're quiet inside, I'll give them that, but I grew up around John Deere's. I know John Deere's. I like the dealer. The dealer's a big issue. And I think the case dealer's kind of behind the times. They don't really have crap for the AMS equipment, especially when you're running John Deere planters. I don't know. If you like a Magnum, that's fine. I have nothing against that, but I just personally am not a Magnum fan. We've had Magnums in the past. We had an 8940. And we've had older International tractors. 1566, 1586, things like that, but I don't know. The older International tractors, anybody can argue, oh, I'm an International guy. That's fine and dandy if you like them, but you compare a 1066 International to a 4430 John Deere, and these International nuts, they'll go out and they'll tell you how wonderful they are. Well, you may have two advantages. Just like anything brand-wise, you're going to have a few pros and cons, but I'll tell you what, that John Deere, it's through and through a better tractor. I mean, the way the engine's designed, the way that the hydraulic system was designed, right down to the cab. Anybody that says a 4450 versus a 1086, anybody that says a 1066 versus a 4430. If you're an engineer and you know how to build things and you really know structural integrity, long life longevity, if you're looking at the key elements of what's coming together to really build a quality tractor, those Internationals are pieces of shit. I actually think some of the old white tractors were better built and heavier built than those Internationals. Those Internationals, I mean, torque amplifier was pathetic. They're constantly out, and if you look at the way it was built, it's a sprag clutch. Well, no wonder they blow up. They won't take any pressure against them. They have no synchronized transmissions. John Deere was using power shift. International's grind and shift. And they didn't have too bad of a range, but they just, I mean, they could have synchronized them for crying out loud. It's cheap. The front axles on the tractors, they had the knees came up through, the spindles and the knees, the way they attached was piss poor. It's just a lot of things. I don't know. I wish I could almost do a walk around on one, but there's just a lot of things about them old Internationals that 6,000 hours you're going to be replacing a lot of stuff. Front axles, PTO clutches are small in them. They just hell of a lot of things in those tractors. Dry clutch. Hell, the 1066 and stuff, they had bull gears inside. They didn't even have planetaries. I don't know. My opinion, they're just way behind John Deere. I think anybody that would ever run them, I mean, like I say, I have a little brand preference, but then again, I'm breakdown preference too. And those old tractors are problematic. But the new Magnums, yeah, no. I mean, the way that they build this stuff now is computers and the engineering that goes into it. No, they're not problematic. I just don't particularly like the Magnum over the John Deere. Again, I really don't have anything negative about them. I mean, the only thing negative I'd say versus John Deere, they just don't have the AMS equipment. Their software is lacking. Maybe if you had an international planner, all the above, you might work it out, but I don't know. That's things I don't know a huge amount about. I grew up with Deere, like the dealer, and so I'll be more of a John Deere guy. So answering international questions I'm not an expert on, but no, I do not intend on buying any. We had a lease on a Steiger 400 that would have been as close to the new Internationals as a 400 HD. I think it's a 2013 model now. I will say the International 4-wheel drives are better than a John Deere. Again, they may lack in the software departments for their AMS, but the International 4-wheel drives, the drivetrain stuff's so much better than John Deere. So I will give them credit there. I think that the International has hands down has John Deere beat on their articulated tractors. There's a mud hole, and it was dry before the rains came in, and obviously it's wet again now, but yeah, you know what, I got through it, got chewed up. That's better. A lot of shaky camera action here. I've yammered on long enough. Please no haters on the anti-international comments on my mouth. Like I say, I know what I know personally based on my experiences, and anybody's got a case modern day is fine. We run a case combine, which we might go back to John Deere. So they got good products, but we even got a case H toolbar. But I just, besides the 4-wheel driver combine, I'm not big in the case. I'll buy my tillage tools, my hay tools, my under 4-wheel drives, big mechanical fronts and under. Everything's gonna be John Deere. I'm not gonna venture into the case on anything except about 2 of their lineups. So, well, thanks for watching. Again, love hearing from you guys. And anybody wants to comment on anything or ask any questions, yeah, go for it. And I'll have a lot more videos in the future. So stay tuned.